Advanced Maths Paper 1 2021, Question 2 with memo and explanations. It's not going to help you very much merely watching this video or reading through the memo. You really need to practice yourself, so here's some suggestions for effective revision. Don't practice questions which you firmly know that you can do. Rather, selecting questions on topics where you know you'll have difficulty. The only time you start practicing full papers is when you're trying to reduce your time taken to do the paper. If you become stuck on a question, yes, watch the video. But then it's vital that you attempt the question yourself, preferably a day later, in order to test your understanding rather than your short-term memory. The very best way to revise maths is quality as opposed to quantity. It's more effective to complete fewer revision papers completely and correctly, ultimately without having to refer to help of any form, than to complete as many papers or exercises as possible. And this is all contained in the Confucius statement: what I hear I forget, what I see I remember, what I do I understand. Question 2. The number of people N in a school with population P who have heard Aruba can be modeled by the following function. N equals P minus PE to the negative 0.14t, where T is the time in days that have elapsed since the Aruba began. The important thing here is just to look at the formula. All the writing around it doesn't matter too much, and it says make T the subject of the formula. So you could have been given just the formula and then that question. To make T the subject of the formula, you'll notice that T is in the exponent, so we know that we have to go to logarithmic form, and because it's E as base, we're going to have to go to ln. First, we need to isolate E on its own. So we rearrange the equation. Now we need to get rid of that P, so we get to divide by the P. Now we can go from exponential to logarithmic form. There's the reminder: a to the x equals c, means that x equals log c to base a. A is base in the exponential form, base in the logarithmic form. Here we are. Notice that we have log of c to base a. Well, this is log of that to base e, but we have this useful abbreviation ln, which we say is ln for log to base e. And we now have to divide by the negative 0.14t. Hence, determine in how many days to the nearest day it'll take for at least 750 people in the school of 1200 to have heard the Ruba. So at least 750 means greater than or equal to. There we are. It'll take at least 750. So n being the number of people, so there's 750. And we can solve this going straight to a calculator, and we get t equal to 7 days. It's got to be greater than or equal to. So if you work this out, then you need to go below to see how many days. You can't go above. So if you get 7.13, you cannot say 8. You cannot say 7 days. You have to say 8 days. But clearly, this turns out as 6, something.